Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to you, one and all. No, I know you didn't expect me to come on. Um, the truth of the matter was, I really hadn't planned on it, but after I've gone over some of the things that we planned on doing in 2023, I said, might be a good thing if I get on here real quick for those that will be able to watch it now, as well as those who will watch it later have a real good understanding as to what is going to take place in the very near future. So we're just going to wait a couple of minutes to allow people, because I know the notification goes out. I just saw it telling you that I was on, and I'm not going to keep you very long, but I do need to make sure that you understand the information that I will be sharing with you. And so that is overwhelmingly important for us. Pastor Jordan, how are you, sir? I'm going to be contacting you tomorrow, so I'll be giving you a call. Uh, and so I'm just grateful again. The weather has changed; it's gotten better. Although the it's getting warmer and all is going well. All is fixed. All is well. Just trying to get stuff done. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And so, doing what we need to do in preparation for Saturday night. Okay. I have one too. I will be going to Mount Zion, Cora's husband's celebration, and she is such a blessing to the community. Working at Black's funeral home, I want to make sure that I am there for her during this time of bereavement. Thea, um, Gladys, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate each and every one of you. Praying for you too, my friend, as you are in your new pastorate. And we are believing God that He will do great things in your life. Denise, Nancy, thank you for being here with us. I'm going to wait another minute or two, and then I'm going to get into what we need to share with you for those who are here now and for those who will watch it later. Carolyn Johnson, bless you. We will do that. Thank you so much. We appreciate that more than you know. So, again, thankful to God, grateful to God for just the privilege to be able to serve, to provide, to trust God on behalf of other people. Lisa, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with us on this evening. I'm going to wait about another minute. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Rhonda, good evening to you. And if you don't mind sharing, that would be great as well. I said I was going to get on here a couple of minutes before the game gets started. You know how that is. Well, excuse me. When games come on, of course, I'm one of them as well. But I needed to make sure that we got this information out to each and everyone. So thank you for sharing. For those who have shared, Elder Mansell, good evening to you, sir. Bless you. Tell your wife we said hello, and tell her no, we cannot use any artificial sweeteners. Any sweetening that takes place has to be natural and no processed sugar. Uh, so, because she had put that in that last chat, and I wasn't sure whether she got my response or not. So you could kind of share that with her if you don't mind. Gaither, thank you for being here with us on this evening. Okay. The first thing, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing that I wanted to share with you is New Year's Eve service. There you are, Elder Pam Mansell. I hope I had given the information to your husband. No artificial sweeteners, no processed sugar. You're going to have to find a way to sweeten stuff just with your personality. I love it. I had to do that. Okay. Outside of that, no, it has to be. Everything has to be. Even your peanut butter has to not be processed. Okay. All right. Your husband said he gonna tell you, girl. But 10:30, we are going to begin at 10:30. And I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do. I already know what and how we're going to do it. There's just certain things that the Lord has placed in my spirit as we get ready to go into this new year. And I really want to step out of 2022 into 2023 with a different persona, a different attitude, a different outlook. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that things have changed, but what it means is my attitude, my disposition, my temperament, my view, my understanding is changing because I'm copying this off of Bishop Paul Morton. It's time to change a generation. It is time for us to take back. And, I know these are cliches that we say on many instances, but out of all that we've been through and the basic trainings that God has sent us through in 2022, it has prepared us to not just be on the battlefield, but to win the battle. And I'm a firm believer in that. Um, there are many that are even getting pushback from the enemy and all of that. And it's just it is what it is, but we know that we win. So we wanted to let you know that we will begin at 10:30 p.m. on Saturday night. After the worship service is over, after we have blessed the Lord and the Lord has blessed us, we will go home. We will not return on Sunday morning because we're going to step out of 2022 and step in to 2023, which is Sunday morning. And so we're going to do that. Okay. That's the first thing I wanted to share with you. The second thing is that we are running off recipes, and I have a ton of others yet to go. I'm just kind of taking my time and getting them out there so, I don't overwhelm people with so many, but we have recipes that we are placing on Facebook, online, and then we're going to run copies of them off and make them available on Saturday night as we begin our process. Again, the importance, Dr. Gator, how are you, my friend? Bless you, man. Praying for you. Happy New Year to you as you go into a new year of ministry. And we're going to do these 40 days. And 40 days, and everybody does 10 or 21. We're doing 40, mirroring and modeling Moses and Jesus. And we believe that some things just can't come forth except through fasting and prayer. And so I'm asking those of you to make sure that you have contacted your physicians, that you have talked to them, and that you have shared with them the direction you would like to go in, so that what we do and the dietary changes that are going to happen will not affect your medications. The thing that has to be understood, and this really has to be understood, Dr. Wingfield, how are you? Bless you, man. You and your wife. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Um, the thing that many people don't understand and don't comprehend is that even though we are not doing just water, but we're doing the Daniel fast, we're also dealing with the issue of changes that are going to take place. Hey, LMA, sweetheart. Hey, Jaleesa, how are you? That are going to take place, and the rejections, um, the pain, the headaches, the things that are going to happen as your body detoxes. And if you really want to suppress the hunger monster, drink water. You need to have, I got 4 cases coming Saturday. I've got 3 cases in the back. I'm going to Sam's Club to get 3 more cases. Of course, Jaleesa, and some of you know I drink bougie water. Okay. But the point is, you have to stay hydrated. You also must come up with other means of protein. That's why these recipes are so important, because you will be denying yourself meat. Now you gotta understand the biblical principle. When the challenge came, when the king wanted to change the diet of the people of God. Lavonda, bless you. And so, if you noticed, it was a 10-day period. Now, I need to let you know this. If you are fasting appropriately around about the 10th day, between the 5th and the 10th day, you're going to notice a purge. You're going to notice a significant change in that which I'm not going to talk about, but you will know. And so, in the midst of that, this is important for us to get to recognize and to understand. Okay. And so, you need to do that. So I don't care whether it's cheap water. I really want you to stay away from tap water because it has chemicals in it. Make sure that water has some level of alkaline in it, so that you don't destroy your chemistry makeup by doing so. This is important for these 40 days. We're going to seek God's face. And then at the end of that, we will present our first fruits gifts to the Lord. We will begin that fast on the 3rd of January, and we will end that 40-day fast on the 12th of February. Okay. Now, the next thing that I wanted to share with you is on January 1st, we're going to begin a new process. As you remember, we went through the Bible in 1 year. And it was a challenge for many of us, especially if you got behind. And the thing that I liked about this process that we went through, it broke it up. In years past, it would take us through the whole Old Testament, then the whole New Testament. But this past time, it broke it up, bouncing us around a little bit. And so it removed the mundaneness of doing so. This time, starting January 1st, I'm going to post and I'm going to provide for you an every 2 week schedule of scripture memorization. Now, the thing that many people have panicked on was like, oh my God, I can't remember. Over the 2 week period of time, and I have a handout to give you on how to do it. You will be able to remember many of the scriptures we quote. We just can't quote where they are. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. When we do that, okay, you will have memorized in year 2023 26 passages of scripture, and you will know exactly where they are. It's a process, it's a daily process. And here's what you're going to find, that as you memorize these scriptures, you will also find applicability of those scriptures in your life. I hope y'all heard what I said. I know I bored y'all to death, but I needed to get this out here, and I needed us to understand the significance of that. It's one thing to go through the Bible, it's another thing for the Bible to go through us. And so when we get done at the end of 2023, we all who participate will have memorized 26 passages of scripture, which means we will be able to quote the scripture and then quote where it's found. And so that's just a little exercise that we're going to be doing. And so I wanted to share that with you. I know others will be watching it later, and we're going to do that. We want you to also keep Iris in prayer in the passing of her son, that God's power and presence will rest upon her and her family as she prepares to celebrate the life of her son. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I will be at Mount Zion in the morning, so that I can be with Cora as she prepares to celebrate her husband's life. And again, Cora, who works for Black's Funeral Home, is such a doll, is such a sweetheart. She does so much, especially for families in times of grief. And we want to make sure that we are there for her as well. So I ask that you would do so. I ask that you would pray against the spirit of oppression and depression. Many people are passing during this holiday season. And we want to make sure that we lift them up in prayer. For never get to the point that you don't think it can't happen to you. Listen, I got to go. I got to go. I got other stuff I need to put together. Yes, sir. I will give you a call tomorrow. It's concerning the district and how we want to move on from there. So listen, love you with the love of Jesus Christ. Get you some rest. Rest well. May God bless you. May He keep you is our prayer.